Did you know that the tallest statue across the Americas could have been located in the United States, but this country turned it down? If you want to know the reason, you can't miss the Top 10 Tallest Statues in the World. Number 10. Great Buddha of Thailand. In the province of Ang Thong in Thailand, you'll find this wonderful sculpture with perfect finishes and immense dimensions, standing at 302 feet tall in total. This statue represents the Bhumis Parsha Mudra pose that symbolizes the path to enlightenment. That's why there's a flame on the Buddha's head. This incredible work of art took 18 years to build, and after a long wait for the Wat Muang Temple, it was finally inaugurated in 2008. It was well worth the investment. Its elaboration required 5.5 tons of solid gold, which meant an approximate cost of $3.75 million. Fortunately, all the money was given by the faithful Buddhists who considered this donation as an act of making merit. Definitely, the Great Buddha of Thailand is the fair winner of this position. Although at 305 feet tall, the Statue of Liberty could have surpassed it, but its 154-foot pedestal and only 151-foot tall statue weren't enough. Maybe next time, the States. Number 9. Peter the Great Statue. Loved by few, hated by many. Let me introduce you to the enormous monument to Peter the Great that was made to commemorate 300 years of the Russian Navy, or that's what they said at first. Currently, there's a theory that this monument was intended to be an image of the iconic Christopher Columbus, but as they didn't find an American buyer, it was redesigned with the Russian theme. And although it sounds like a very crazy hypothesis, if we look at the sculpture's features, that might be true. However, its designer Zurab Tsereteli flatly denies that possibility. Even though we'll never know the truth, what we're sure of is that this sculpture is so large that it reaches a height of 322 feet. Fortunately, its size is not in dispute, but the reason for its location is the Muscovites' annoyance lies in the fact that this leader hated Moscow so much that he rejected it as the capital and founded St. Petersburg instead. But that's not all, because there's another sculpture of this artist that has also caused controversy, and you'll find out which one it is in a while. Number 8. Thousand-Han Guanyin. Inaugurated in 2009, this immense statue located in the province of Hunan in China is a beautiful representation of the Goddess of Mercy that is totally venerated and followed by the faithful Buddhist devotees, as they believe this divinity listens and responds to all the complaints in the world. They believe so because this statue has a great number of eyes to see people's misfortunes and 20 pairs of arms to help as many people as possible. Interesting, isn't it? Additionally, this huge work of art, also called Guan Yin, could be done thanks to the financial help of local companies and religious organizations that donated approximately $41 million to the government. This money was fully invested in a monumental gilded bronze sculpture that reached a height of 325 feet. Majestic. Number 7. Sendai Daikannon. Guan Yin, but oversized. Yes, we're talking about the same divinity from the previous number, but this time it's represented in a different way. On this occasion, you'll see this goddess of compassion and mercy holding a gem in her right hand. This gem is said to fulfill all wishes. The sculpture also represents the goddess of cannon and is located in the Japanese city of Sendai. It stands at a height of 300 feet. So in 1991, it was the largest statue in the world. Another characteristic of this architectural work is that you can see the inside. By taking an elevator, you'll be able to go up 12 floors and easily contemplate the city and even the immensity of the Pacific Ocean on clear days. A privileged view. Number 6. Statue of Belief. It took 2,200 tons of steel and 8 years of hard work for one of the deities of the Hindu Trinity to be presented in 2020. But this deity is so colossal it stands at a height of 351 feet. While it's not the tallest on this top 10 list, the statue of this divinity called Shiva is the youngest. So much so that it hasn't been completed yet, as they're still working on the finishes. However, this delay won't stop you from being able to appreciate it since, thanks to its monumental size, it's visible from up to 12.4 miles away. Wow! This mind-blowing sculpture is located in Rajasthan, India, and is known by its faithful believers as the God of Destruction. Don't worry though, its meaning has a positive connotation, since it's a divinity that destroys and then rebuilds and renews. We're safe. Number 5. Birth of the New World Statue. Standing at an exorbitant height of 361 feet, this statue is located in Puerto Rico and has become the largest in the hemisphere as well as one of the strongest because, in 2017, it was able to survive Hurricane Maria without getting any structural damage. Unbelievable! I'm sure you were waiting for this number because it's about a sculpture by the previously mentioned Zurab Tsereteli, who made it to commemorate the 500th anniversary of Christopher Columbus's first voyage to the Americas. However, the controversy began when Puerto Rican authorities decided to get the monument since they had to pay $2.4 million to import it. All this occurred after the United States rejected this donation just because its enormous size would steal the Statue of Liberty's thunder. Did you expect that? On the other hand, despite the fact that this monument is an important part of tourism in this country, many people have felt offended because they consider that this is a symbol of the mistreatment that the indigenous people received at that time. Totally understandable. Number 4. Ushiku Daibutsu. The ultimate representative of height in Japan. Standing at a height of 394 feet, this is the colossal Ushiku Daibutsu, a gigantic statue of Amitabha that was unveiled in 1995 to commemorate the birthday of Shinran, the founder of the Pure Land Buddhist. This statue is made of steel and covered in bronze and is on a lotus-shaped surface. Also, it's a 4-floor building on the inside that is 279 feet tall, so you may go up to the level of its chest. Not bad, huh? Here you'll find big windows that will allow you to enjoy the entire panorama from above. This architectural work also has a museum full of Buddha images and a worship center. On the other hand, it's an incredible option to have a good time with friends or family because all types of plants bloom around the statue, and you can collect and take them as a souvenir. Here I come, Asia! Number 3. Laykyun Sekkya. It took 12 years for Burma to finally present to the public its gigantic work of art in 2008. The Laykyun Sekkya, a monumental statue that could only be made thanks to donations from the local population. That's why there was a long waiting time, but it's insignificant if we compare it with this colossal architectural work that reached a height of 424 feet. The Laykyun Sekkya represents a Gautama Buddha and was made in honor of the divinity and the creed of the country. So it's important to know that for locals and faithful believers, this is a sacred place of worship and deserves respect as such. At the same time, this statue hides 97 floors to discover inside, which is why it has become one of the most visited tourist attractions in this country. Number 2. Spring Temple Buddha. As it couldn't be anywhere else, you'll find the largest Buddha ever in China, exactly in the Fodushan Scenic Area. Not only is it the largest Buddha, but this immense representation is also the tallest statue of a deity in the world. Did you know that? Completing it was not easy at all, because creating the Spring Temple Buddha took 11 years of work and a millionaire investment of $18 million, achieving a magnificent copper monument with a supreme height of 682 feet. If we talk about the whole project in general, about $55 million were spent. No wonder this is one of the biggest reasons to visit this country. Move away from your screen a little if you want to appreciate the great size of the winner of this list. Are you ready? Number 1. Statue of Unity. The Statue of Unity, at 787 feet tall, doubtlessly takes the prize for the tallest statue in the world. Its large size is equivalent to 2.6 Statues of Liberty, one over the other with a pedestal. Can you imagine it? This enormous bronze monument was inaugurated on October 31, 2018, and created in honor of the politician Sardar Patel, also known as the Iron Man, who is responsible for joining the 562 princely states of his nation to create the Republic of India. Without a doubt, it's one of the most important symbols of this country, so its design was in charge of the Indian sculptor Ram Vanji Sutar, winner of different awards related to art and construction. This majestic work was under the responsibility of the Larsen and Toubro Company that, for $422 million, completed the work in 4 years, in record time. Did you expect a sculpture to reach those dimensions? If you enjoyed this list, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you still want to know more, keep watching our videos. Click here, and keep having a good time with our top content.